Joe coming with the AR.
17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the Outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. Attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
Play on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, receive.
Then you see a pack of Hells Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about what's the reason why the Twin Feds are going after every 1% club out there. Like, what could possibly be the reason? We're going to talk about that and a bunch of other things that are going on around the country. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. And I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Our numbers have been incredible lately, and I can't thank you enough. We are on a rise. That's for sure. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Richard, what's good? TCG, hello. Hardwire, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Oh, I got a good video for you guys. I'm going to be dropping it on Patreon. If you want to check it out, it's something that has not hit the internet yet, and it's pretty crazy. I'm going to do a show about it tomorrow. And you guys are really going to enjoy this one. So today we're going to be talking about these two twin dingleberries. The two police officers. People are saying, are they cops? Are they not cops? I don't think they're cops. I think they're just rage baiting people to make money. I really think so, because they dropped like a merch line, and who's going to buy their shit? Can you imagine a whole bunch of people start wearing their merchandise? It would be insane. So today, we're going to talk about a bunch of different things, but we're going to start it with, there was a stabbing in Connecticut on the fast track, and that's the bus station. It goes from New Britain to Hartford, and it takes probably 15 minutes to get to Hartford. It's a one shot, like no traffic, no nothing. It's this lane is only for the buses. They built it strictly for buses, and it goes from New Britain all the way to Hartford in probably 15 minutes. And if you drive there in a car, it probably takes 30 minutes. So a person was stabbed at the fast track station on Sigourney Street in Hartford. This is probably the third stabbing in 4 weeks, probably. There was another incident that happened not too long ago in New Britain. So a person was stabbed at the fast track station on Monday and subsequently taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Connecticut State Police said police responded to the Sigourney Street station in Hartford around 2:10 p.m. for a report of a stabbing. Police said in an email, noting that the victim had since been transported to a local area hospital for medical treatment. The investigation remains active, but there's cameras all around these bus stations, so of course they're going to end up getting caught. Which brings us to our next story. The two people who robbed a armored truck for $2 million have been caught. Or three people. Three people have been arrested in a $2 million heist from a Brinks truck in Philadelphia. One of the suspects is a former Brinks employee. Well, what do you know? He had recently been fired. The robbery was one of 5 similar crimes in the area in less than 2 months. So 3 men, including the recently fired Brinks employee. I wouldn't mind if I was fired, if I got $2 million stashed away. So these 3 people have been charged with stealing more than $2 million from an armored truck in Philadelphia in June. The first of 5 crimes in the area in less than 2 months, authorities said on Wednesday. The brazen robbery took place around 9 or 8 a.m., June 21st, behind the Home Depot on Kaser Avenue in Philadelphia. 2 men approached the Brinks driver with a AR-style rifle. I don't know if I could show you the picture because, YouTube has been kind of harsh on me lately, so... But there is a picture of them robbing it with the weapon in his hand, but I can't show you because of YouTube. If I want this stream to not get cut short, I'll just show you this picture. But 2 men approached the driver with an AR-style rifle, according to complaints filed by the U.S. District Court in Philadelphia. One of them forced the driver to the ground while the other took his keys to the truck and his Brinks-issued firearm, prosecutors said. While one of the robbers stayed with the driver, the other entered the truck and took $2,250,000 in cash, prosecutors said. The 3 people charged in the robbery is Trayvine Jackson, 31, Brian Wallace, 31, and Deshaun Hughes Marchand, 30. All are from Philadelphia, face federal charges of robbery, interfering with interstate commerce, and use of a firearm in furtherance of a violent crime. They are absolutely screwed. I wouldn't be surprised if they get 20 years to life in prison. All 3 men appeared in court last week and are being held in federal custody pending their proceedings. Lawyers for the men did not immediately respond to the request for comments on Wednesday. Police are investigating whether there is a connection between the June 21st case and the 4 other robberies or attempted robberies of armored cars, including one on Tuesday in Chattin Township outside of Philadelphia, in which $700,000 was taken from a Brinks truck. The FBI is assisting but declined comment. The spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania denied comment too, as did the Brinks. Brinks denied comment too. One of the men charged in the June 21st robbery, Mr. Jackson, was suspected from his job with Brinks, or he was suspended from his job with Brinks at the time of the robbery. So obviously they knew that it was him. In an internal investigation with the company, they found that he had stolen $10,000 from the company in April and $6,420 in May. According to prosecutors, he was suspected on the June 13th and fired on July 2nd. Prosecutors said Brinks is still reviewing those allegations of theft and has not yet referred him to potential charges for Mr. Jackson, who denied taking the money, prosecutors said. Investigators reviewed footage of Mr. Jackson working inside the Brinks truck as an employee and noticed that he had similar build to the man who entered the truck on June 21st and took the money, prosecutors said. The swiftness of the man who robbed the truck and the ability to use the correct keys at the right locations made investigators think it could be an inside job. Well, of course it was. Prosecutors said Mr. Jackson had previously drove that exact truck that was robbed, prosecutors said. The black Hyundai Sonata used by the men in the robbery, as well as cell phone data of the men accused in connection of the three men, and helped officers determine that they were involved with the robbery, prosecutors said. Surveillance footage shows the robbers arriving and leaving in the Hyundai. The car's license plate showed that it had been rented from Enterprise. Through a subpoena, police learned that it had been rented by Mr. Wallace. Now, how stupid is that? To rent a car from Enterprise and then go rob an armored truck with it? Like, come on. These people, they're obviously not too bright, you know? It takes a little bit of balls to rob an armored truck, but I wouldn't suggest it because it's a federal crime. So, so they learned that he rented the car. Mr. Wallace was scheduled to work on that day of the robbery, but he didn't show up to work, prosecutors said. He did return the Sonata 4 hours after the robbery. They said surveillance footage shows him walking to the Silver Sword Ford Fusion after dropping off the rental car. Prosecutors said the Ford Fusion belonged to Mr. Hughes. Both cars were also seen together on surveillance footage before the robbery. Phones used by the three men also helped the police determine that they had communicated with one another on the day of the robbery and in the days after, prosecutors said. Cell phone location data revealed that Mr. Wallace and Mr. Hughes were at the robbery site at the time it occurred, they said. On June 21st, the robbery was the first in a rash of armored car robberies in Philadelphia area, including one that targeted another Brinks armored vehicle on Tuesday. Outside of an H-Mart grocery store in which $700,000 was stolen. One of the robbers had an AR-style pistol, and another was carrying a handgun. The pair demanded that the driver give up his service weapon and took the money. 2 other Brinks vehicles were targeted on July 15th. 2 armed robbers approached the Brinks driver on Kessler Avenue in Philadelphia, where they robbed him. The driver opened fire at the would-be robbers, who drove off empty-handed, police said. On July 2nd, the Brinks driver was walking back to his truck after completing a cash pickup at a Holmesburg shopping center on Frankfurt Avenue in Philadelphia when 3 people surrounded him and robbed him. Police say they took a bag with an undisclosed sum of money from the driver as well as his gun. Yeah, it looks like they need to hire some more new people, like some people with a little bit of training that are aware of their situation that's going on, because obviously these guys are just giving up their gun and giving up the money. It's not what that job's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be if someone comes to rob you, you're supposed to, handle business. On June 26th, two armed robbers approached the driver of a Loomis armored truck after he had made a delivery to the Aldi's grocery store on Whitaker Avenue and robbed him of $1,000, police said. So they didn't come off with too much that time, but shit, they got $2 million and $700,000. So they're coming off with a whole lot of cash. Moving on, we got the police are very worried about a Pagans get-together. Police warn the Pagans Motorcycle Club planned to be in Colorado this weekend. So they did an article earlier, about a month back, about this situation, that they were having a get-together. So what? They're so worried about these people getting together. It's insane. They're probably going to have so many cops there, so many people watching these guys. It's going to be crazy. It's a gathering planned by the Pagans Motorcycle Club, dubbed the Outlaw Motorcycle Gang by the U.S. Department of Justice, which says the group is known by law enforcement to engage in illegal activity, such as narcotics trafficking, weapons trafficking, and violent crimes. You know, all the stuff on Sons of Anarchy that the government wants you to believe that they're doing. But that's not the case. Listen, if a few people get caught up in something, it's not the club as a whole. Also, in that category of outlaw motorcycle gangs are the Hells Angels, the Mongols, the Bandidos, and the Sons of Silence. They warned residents of an up-and-coming rally in a Facebook post. Noting that the rally is planned for August 15th through the 17th at Oak Creek. Up to 700 attendees are anticipated at the rally. According to their schedule, there will be a Steamboat Springs, Yampa Valley area for different rides and events during this time, Sarah said. The Pagans were formed in 1957 in Maryland, according to the New Jersey Commission of Investigative Reports, in which starts off by detailing the alleged attack by a member of the Pagans Club on a member of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. The group's membership consists of men who own Harley Davidsons with a 900cc engine or larger, and prevents the members, anyone who worked or still works in law enforcement. The club's colors or patches that are worn by club members shows the Norse fire giant Sutar sitting on a burning world with the fiery sword with the word Pagans. It says in red. Well, they got that all wrong, don't they? It says that it's in red. White and blue. And the group is also said to be the origins of a 1%, which refers to 1% of motorcycle clubs that are outlaws and have the reputation for criminal activity. The sheriff says Steamboat Springs Police Department, Colorado State Police Patrol, Oak Park Fire Department Protection District have made preparations to be staffed for the weekend to ensure that everyone has fun, safe, and a peaceful time throughout the weekend. The sheriff's office said if any specific concerns, cares, or questions to be directed, and then they give the phone number for the police department. They are terrified about this rally. I mean, listen, for the most part, things are pretty peaceful when they have rallies. But Colorado, it's a little different for the Pagans to be, that deep in Colorado. It's pretty. Maybe one of these guys will Maybe they'll run across these guys, right? Maybe they'll be on patrol. Maybe they'll be on patrol during that rally. It's possible, right? So we got a couple videos to go over. Oh shit. There's a video of this dude lighting this girl's car on fire. That's pretty wild. So I've been getting in trouble for posting shit and making comments. I really don't care though. I don't care if they take my TikTok down. I really don't give a shit. So this next video we're gonna watch, right, is from, I believe his name is High Speed Hero or High Speed Hero, 6 high speed. I'll put a link in the description of this video. I'll put it in the chat too, and you guys can check him out. He talks about these twin dingleberries. So check out this video, and then we'll play some other ones of the twin feds. Check it out.
Outlaw Brotherhood. Boy, they got some feathers ruffled. I give them that. Why are you 1%ers even engaging with these dudes? Seriously, you know they're fucking cops. You know they're fucking snitches. I mean, the first dude to shut up to their fucking house, what they
Proof,
do?
what's up, man? Brad, how are you?
Called the cops. When pressed at Sturgis, what they do? They went and hid inside of a store, pulled a gun.
Brad says these twins are the real deal, way more gangster than HAs. Listen, I think they like to throw rock and hide their hand. That's the type of guys they are. Throw a rock, hide their hand, running back at a teacher type shit, you know? Do something in front of the police. It's like someone in prison that fights you in front of the cops. But they're pussies. Straight up, they're pussies. So listen to what this guy says. He has some advice for the MCs.
The Twin Outlaw Brotherhood. Boy, they got some feathers ruffled. I give them that. Why are you 1%ers even engaging with these dudes? Seriously, you know they're fucking cops. You know they're fucking snitches. I mean, the first dude to shut up to their fucking house, what they do? They hid inside with their mommy, called the cops. When pressed at Sturgis, what they do? They went and hid inside of a store, pulled a gun, called the fucking cops. And 7 or 8 fucking cops escorted them down the street, in which they were giving each other high fives, fucking handshakes and shit. Best thing to do is just not engage with them or be smart about it. I mean, they make content for dudes that moan when they fucking wipe. See, if you caught me 15 years ago when I was still doing this fucking shit, when I was still...
Did you hear what he just said? He said they make content for dudes who moan when they wipe. What the fuck?
I went about shit way differently, but my mind works different than other people. See, if I was going to do anything to them actually at Sturgis, I would take my cut off, hand it to one of my brothers, and me and maybe another guy or maybe 2 other guys would just walk down the street casually like a normal fucking civilian, not say a word, and just go ahead and smash them. But see, I'm more of a non-public eye kind of guy. See, if it was me and I was actually going to do something, I would go about totally different. See, I would start slowly. I'd start pressing them in a different way. I'd catch their mama out. I'd just walk over and be like, "Oh my God, I'm such a fan. You're the mama of the Twin Outlaws. Let me get a picture with you." And I'd send it to them. Just letting them know how close I can get to them. Their nieces, their aunties, their uncles, their nephews. I would just show them how close I can get. I would force them to do something fucking stupid. To do something out of emotion. And the whole time I'd be gathering information. Where they work out of, how they operate, their fucking day to day, where they eat, where they hang out, where they fucking go flirt and try to pick up women, what bars they like, what fucking beer they enjoy to drink. brick. And knowing they were bounty hunters, well, I would figure out who they were after next. And then I'd go to that person and I'd set up a little meet and greet, if you will. They'd show up to collect a bounty, but they wouldn't be able to leave. If it was me and I was still doing that shit. They would only leave after I got my point across and gave them a few parting gifts to live with the rest of their life. But for the most part, every 1%er I know would probably just not even bat an eye at them. Just be like, okay, they're talking shit on the internet. Cool. What the fuck ever. I mean, it ain't like they're going to fucking say it out in public. They've already proven that. They ain't going to come to nobody's fucking face and say it. They've proven that. I knew a guy one time decided it was a good idea to do this to 1% club, and well, they went about it a different way too. Got their point across pretty fucking quickly. They sent this dude pictures of his girlfriend's fucking work, her at fucking bars with her friends, told him exactly who was where and who was who. They even made a obituary with his photo, all of his family members' names inside, his birth date, and ... for his expiration date. And then they handed it to this motherfucker and let him know this can become a fucking reality if you don't stop what the fuck you're doing. It wasn't long after that, he was sitting at a red light, and well, some things happened to him, and needless to say, he moved far, far away after that. The point was fucking made. Best way to deal with these fucking clowns is just stop engaging with them, or go handle that fucking shit once and for all. Because when you stop giving attention whores fucking attention, or you give them all the attention they're looking for, usually they fucking quit. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. The fuck do I know?
He said, that's just his 2 cents. What the fuck does he know? That was some pretty good advice, though. I give him that. Definitely was. So now I got some exclusive things to show you real quick. Remember how they say that they're bounty hunters? Well, anyone can be a bounty hunter. Costs $60. Yep, I have their certificates. Looky here. What do you know? Huh? I found their certificates. $60. Or 16-hour class. Huh? You can be an agent too. 16-hour class. And an 8-hour bail bondsman training course. And I don't know if he has to renew this, but this was in July 19th, 2019. I'm pretty sure you probably have to renew it, right? So it looks like Justin is the bail bonds recovery. And this guy only has the bail recovery agent training, but the other one has bail recovery and bail processing. So I guess Justin's the one processing the criminals that they're not catching, because I've never seen them arrest anybody. I think it would be pretty wild if they even tried. William, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully those MC guys are smart enough not to go to prison for the twin goobers. 100%. Hopefully they're not, because nobody should go to prison over these 2 guys. These 2 guys are not worth going to prison for. 100%. Let's take a look at all the shit they've been talking.
Those angels are going to go to the bathroom. And make sure you wipe, because you ain't going to do shit. God bless.
Like, can you believe that someone would talk like that of a national respected motorcycle club? Maybe everybody doesn't like certain clubs, but even the people that don't like certain clubs have a level of respect for them. You know what I mean? These guys have absolutely no respect for any club out there, and it's blatantly obvious.
You and the Hells Angels are going to go to the bathroom. And make sure you wipe, because you ain't going to do shit. God bless. It's been going over for 100 years. You've been fighting and feuding for I don't know how many. You've been yanking cuts off of people saying they can't even wear them. Being a schmuck. That's what you've been. You're being a schmuck. And the community, they all nervous as to even say anything to you, coward. But the cops sit up at their podiums on the national news, the FBI. They all tell you to stop it.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him say the FBI? They all tell you to stop it. He fucked up right there. So maybe they are cops. He just fucked up right there. You hear that?
FBI. They all tell you to stop on the national news, the FBI. They all tell you to on the national news, the FBI. They all tell you to stop it.
We all? What's this we all shit you speak of? And coming up, I have a video of them going through Sturgis, but it looks to me like they're in their pickup truck because nobody has a picture of them on a bike at Sturgis.
You don't listen, you don't give. Well, it takes two to step up for the communities around the world to tell you all, to get your attention.
Now, this is the video they posted going through Deadwood. Obviously, they're in a pickup truck. There's no way they're FBI. They're way too stupid. Probably. They probably give their information to the FBI. They're definitely sent to bait people. Yeah, I don't think they could complete the training. I don't think you could complete FBI training with an 8-hour fucking certificate online like they did here. 16 hours for him. 16 and 8 for him. Boom. 16 hours. You can be a bail recovery agent too. I'm getting real Dog the Bounty Hunter vibes here, aren't you guys? But this is the video of them going through Deadwood, and it looks like he's holding his hand out the window of the pickup truck. He's definitely not on a bike. He would be showing the front, you know? They're in a pickup truck. Look how high off the ground they are, too. 100% their scared asses are in a pickup truck. I think they're on borrowed time, and I don't think they're going to last too much longer, to tell you the truth. And I guarantee you they posted these videos long after they left. Those videos that they posted, talking all disrespectful, those came way after they left.
Well, we made it to Sturgis. If you ain't made it this year, maybe you can make it next year.
Isn't that the pickup truck right in back of them? Or no?
Be safe, keep your twos down. God bless.
These guys are on borrowed time, I'm telling you. They're on borrowed time. I don't think they're going to be around much longer. Maybe put that Judge Judy clip up there. Who did their makeover? I have the other picture of them. Look. This is the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood. Somebody gave them a makeover. Because this used to be them. Styling and profiling. And they went from that to this. How do you go from this to this? Not all country boys are bigots. Oh, shit. Maybe their mommy gave them a makeover. These guys probably smell like cat piss. Someone told me they stink. Like, these guys just reek like trash. They look dirty as hell, don't they? I mean, you know they're both going bald. Look at their head here. Look at their hair. They got their hair all combed down so they could cover their bald spot. Now they wear these bandanas to cover up their bald ass heads. They're going to have like one strand of hair. The most hardcore move the HA or any other club can do is walk up and buy them a beer and walk away. No need to be petty 8-year-olds like they are. 100%. I don't think they're even worth wasting their time, you know? I have the Judge Judy clip. You want me to play the Judge Judy clip? Let me get the Judge Judy clip for you guys. So I'm uploading a new video on Patreon. You guys want to check this out. It's pretty wild. It has to do with Texas, the Bandidos, and the Mongols. Remember that story that Jeremy told us? People were like, no way he went up against 16 Mongols. No way. Yes way.
Me today?
Yes, sir.
Because you thought it would confuse me?
No, ma'am.
You're Dustin.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what happened to you.
You're Dustin and you're crustin'.
When I was getting out.
What were you getting out for?
To run. Because there were so many kids around, I ain't sticking around.
Just a minute, how many kids were around?
Probably 50.
I was getting out to run. They look about the same there, right? A little older. I know there's 16 in this video. They go from that to this. What the fuck happened to these dudes? Mommy gave them a makeover.
What were they doing around your car?
Actually, I don't know. They don't like me.
Dustin, something tells me something happened before that, Dustin.
Actually, there was nothing happened. They don't like us because in the past there was the girls.
Who's we?
Taco,
me and
what's up,
Justin.
Taco?
The girls.
How you doing, Taco?
That we was going out. They was going out with their boyfriends and everything. They didn't like us, and
they didn't like the gay brothers. They didn't like the island boys of the biker community.
I want you to, at all times when you're testifying, I want you to look in my eyes.
Yes, ma'am.
So the girls didn't like you because they were going out with their boyfriends and blah, 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 blah. I didn't get anything after that. That made sense.
Because we get in fights with them because they don't like us, okay? So
you get in fights with the girls or the boys?
The boys. And so the women hates us.
So the women's hates us. They can't even speak properly. Like, you hear how they talked in that interview with the news. They couldn't even speak properly. And you hear them here. The women hates us. The women's hates us. These guys probably never even went to school. They had their mom teach them. Right? Homeschool.
Anything after that. That made sense.
Because we get in fights with them because they don't like us, okay? So
you get in fights with the girls or the boys?
The boys. And so the women hates us for that.
So the girls hate you?
Yes.
Why do you get in fights with the boys, Dustin?
Because I don't know how to read and they pick on me and I ain't taking nobody's crap. It's that's the reason.
And so, because of that...
We don't know how to read and they're picking on us and we ain't taking nobody's crap.
Get in fights with them because they don't like us, okay? So
you get in fights with the girls or the boys?
The boys. And so the women hates us for that.
So the girls hate you?
Yes.
Why do you get in fights with the boys, Dustin?
Because I don't know how to read and they pick on me and I ain't taking nobody's crap.
Oh, he ain't taking nobody's crap.
It's that's the reason.
And so, because of that, you think that these people don't like you. You don't say anything to them.
No.
You never start up with them. No. Does your brother know how to read?
No.
Nope.
Is there any reason?
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
What do you mean you don't know?
How did they pass this bail bond agent class if they didn't know how to read? Do you think the class might have been online and maybe their mommy did it for them? Possibly, right? How did they get their little bail certificates?
Do you go for special tutoring?
Yes.
For how long?
For how long? Since we was in kindergarten.
Do you go to school every day?
Yes, ma'am.
Every day?
Not every day, no.
Dustin, don't throw the bull at me. Because if you can drive a car, I assume you have a license.
No, they just gave us our license because we don't know how to read. We don't know how to read. Not at all. 2 guys, 1 weenus.
You had to take a test. You had to take as part of a test, a written test.
We didn't take a written test, ma'am.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
How come?
Because we don't know how to read.
So they allowed you to drive a car without knowing how to read. Stop, go, hazard ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
What state is that?
It's Iowa.
I'm staying out of there.
Staying out of there because you don't know how to read and they let you drive a car there. That's pretty incredible that they give licenses to people who do not know how to read. It's a play. It's a scam. They can collect Social Security, claim disability. Meanwhile, they actually can read, just not well. I knew someone that did that. Hey, do you think maybe they're on Social Security disability? Because they're making money on TikTok, right? So, they might be in a bunch of trouble if they're collecting benefits and they're making a bunch of money on TikTok and not claiming it. I know that this whole thing is a money scheme. Them going after all these motorcycle clubs. They're trying to sell merchandise. They have a new website up where they're selling merchandise. Well, you looky here. Now, what's this? They're selling merchandise? They dropped a new website? Who in their right mind would wear this shit? This is like support gear for their club. You get caught wearing this shit out in public, you might have some problems. I don't think they understand the ramifications of the stuff that they do. Like, there will be repercussions.
And do you go to school once a week, maybe?
No, man. The reason why we go probably once a week is because we don't get taught nothing. Because they didn't teach us timetables or multiplication tables or anything like that.
So now
we don't get taught nothing. Wow. All I hear is a bunch of excuses from these fucking guys. What's next for the twin sisterhood?
now you stay home and cruise.
No, I don't cruise anymore.
So tell me.
Badges with badges. The twin sister Outlaws. 2 badges with 2 badges. What's next for the Fed twins? Anybody know? All country boys are bigots. Not all country boys are bigots.
Tell me what happened, Dustin, after you were going to get out of the car and run.
Well, I put my left arm up.
Watch, right here.
I put my left arm up on the door, and I was looking down to push myself up out of the car, and Tyson come up and cut my arm, and I look at him, I see the knife in his hand, and he took off running with everybody else took off running, and Justin tells me to get back in the car, sit down.
Yeah, he said the only 1% on them is their IQs. You got that right. There's a video of them kissing, I've heard. Yeah, I got the video.
By then, the truck was in front of us, was gone. We took off, went to the hospital. I got 5 stitches, and there's pictures and stuff like that my mom has.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Let me see if I got it.
The ones that were insurgents, the scene.
And the incident.
Huh? Go get a room, guys.
For the ones that were insurgents, the scene, the Hell's Angels.
And the incident that went down.
Only thing I gotta say, the Hell's Angels.
The Hell's Angels.
Their IQ's lower than 1%. Oh!
Tell me your version. By the way, you go to school in Iowa?
I don't go to school. I got my GED. I'm starting college in February.
Does anybody ever finish high school in your jurisdiction?
No.
No. All right. Tell me what you were doing standing on the side of the road and what was going on at the side of the road where these guys were cruising.
Me and some friends were just staying around.
Listen, you're starting college next year?
Yeah. Some friends and I.
Yeah.
They're standing around talking, having fun, and then these two, they just keep on driving around mouthing and...
Mouthing what?
Just calling us names and...
Like what?
Old stuff like that. The F word.
And how many times did they drive around?
Probably 2 or 3.
Any of that sound familiar to you? Justin and Dustin?
No,
because...
Go ahead.
And about the 3rd time they pulled around, we had a car, not a truck, stop them. And one of my friends told me...
I agree with you, DNL. They're messing with the wrong people. They're getting attention that they want. They ain't gonna get something they don't want soon. 100%. I believe their day is coming. Trust me. I don't know why you would call out clubs like that, and then the liberals will cry, right? When something happens to them, they'll be like, why did you do that to the brothers?
Picking up from one of my friends, one of them told me that they've threatened to kill the baby before because he was going out with one of the girls at the time that they liked, and she had a baby, and he told me that.
How old was this genius?
What?
At 18.
Go ahead.
I was going to go up and say something to him. He rolled up the window real quick, got mad, kicked the car door.
You went up to the car because you were really mad because a friend of yours told you that somebody disrespected somebody.
Threatened his family.
Threatened his baby.
Yeah.
So that you went up to the car to confront them, which was very...
Wrong.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And then he did the smart thing.
He's being a vigilante. Come on, give the guy a break. He's being a vigilante.
He rolled up the window.
Yes.
Because he'd been doing a very stupid thing, cruising around and calling people names and, just being a general tweedledum and tweedledee, being 2 idiots. Right?
Yes.
Because I expect the truth from you. I really expect the whole truth from you. From them, I didn't get the truth so far. All I got from them was they were just driving around being very mild young men because they suffer from a handicap, because they can't read, because they have a disability, because despite the fact that they go to school every day and try very, very hard to learn, they can't learn to read, right?
Yep.
So I expect the truth from you.
They can't apply themselves to read because they don't apply themselves for anything. These guys are looking for an easy way to make money, and, calling out the most notorious, respected motorcycle clubs in the country is probably the worst thing you could do. Anybody with a half a brain cell knows that. Like, why you would do that is just beyond stupid. If you think that all these people are going to just lay down and let you do what you want, keep thinking that, because I think your days are numbered. All these pictures of these clowns, I see their 1% patch on the wrong side when they have the fake badge. It's on sideways too. Yeah, they're fake badge. It's crazy. It's crazy. They got their certificates online, you know. You do a little 16-hour class with another 8 hours, and you could be a bail enforcement agent too. This guy's a bail bondsman, right? He's a bail enforcement agent. And they didn't even get to practice it. They got those certificates 3 weeks before that Black Lives Matter rally thing happened. So I've never seen them chasing criminals. Has anyone ever seen them out and about in the streets or anything? I've never. The only time I ever seen them out and about is when they were in their pickup truck at Sturgis and running to the cops. Trust me, that shit ain't gonna work every time. They're gonna have to live their life looking all over the place. Listen, maybe it won't happen today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. And I'll be there to report on it. I appreciate all you guys. We got one more story to talk about. This is coming out of New Zealand. Oh, no, 2 more stories. This is coming out of New Zealand. A person arrested following a police raid on gang headquarters. This has to do with the Mongols Motorcycle Club out of New Zealand. Police have targeted the Mongols Motorcycle Club headquarters on the outskirts of Christchurch, arresting a person during a morning operation that shut down the stretch of Highway 1. Inspector Craig Scott told the media the warrant was to locate a person of interest who was taken into custody without incident. Charges will follow in due course. The pre-planned warrant was executed at a property at the gang's pad between Rollston and Burham. Police blocked off the highway between Burham Road and Dunn's Crossing Road early morning, with traffic diverted for nearly an hour. And I'll have you more information as it becomes available. You know, they do not fuck around in New Zealand. You cannot even wear a patch out there or do anything. So another thing, the one getting on the passenger side looks like he's wearing a New Balance. I know, right? He does. I think he does have New Balance on, right? Is that a New Balance? Maybe they switched their fucking boots on and off. You can never tell with these guys, you know? They're riding through Sturgis like this one day. Let's go back to the pickup truck. So in other news, a pub landlord is fed up with biker gang terrorizing residential streets. Shocking video shows the moment a gang of noisy bike riders popped wheelies and terrorized residential streets. Pub landlord Lee Cooper, 52, says young people have been popping wheelies and speeding without helmets on the roads outside of Stag Pub in Huddersfield, West Yorks. I think this is in England. Since he took over the pub 4 months ago, video footage was taken from the beer garden by a scared customer who asked not to be named, showing the shocking moments when dozens of youngsters went past on off-road bikes and quads on Sunday afternoon, August 10th. So let me show you the video that they're so shocked about. Be prepared. This is a shocking video. Oh my God, it's terrifying. Can you believe it? He didn't have a helmet. Patrons were terrified and they wanted to remain nameless because they're just shook to their core. Thank you for gifting the membership. I appreciate that, Lindsay. The Temu, they're in a Temu club. Aren't you shocked at that video? I'm just, wow. I can't believe they would do that. But I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. Hold on 1 second. I appreciate all you guys. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Well, I got one more story I could give you guys. Where the hell is it? Oh, yeah, this is a crazy one, too. This guy. A drunk driver crashed a pickup truck into a Prius at 108 miles an hour, killing 4, then tossed empty booze containers off a bridge instead of trying to help. A California man who tried to toss several containers of alcohol out of his truck after he collided with another car, killing 4 people was sentenced to prison. Alam Alvarez, 25, pleaded guilty to 4 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and was sentenced to 12 years in prison. That's it? What? Holy shit. On Tuesday, he appeared in court to hear his sentence. Alvarez offered an apology to the families of the 4 men who he was responsible for killing. 27-year-old Burke, 23-year-old Mason Darson, 27-year-old. I can't even say these damn names. They're obviously from another country. According to the courtroom reporting, prosecutors said that Alvarez was driving 108 miles an hour when he plowed his Tacoma Toyota pickup truck into a Prius carrying the 4 men, all Turkish refugees. They also said in the courtroom that and reported details about the crash provided by prosecutors in court. According to prosecutors, the collision, which occurred about 1:30 a.m. on July 19, 2024, caused Alvarez's truck to flip upside down while the Prius carrying the 4 victims veered off the road and crashed. All 4 passengers were ejected from the vehicle and sustained fatal injuries. According to reporting at the time of the crash, 2 of the victims were pronounced dead at the scene, while the other 2 died at the hospital. The victims' families watched Tuesday as the court proceedings remotely from Turkey. Prosecutors said that after an onlooker pulled Alvarez from his part of the wreck, he witnessed Alvarez trying to get rid of several alcohol containers by throwing them over a bridge. Deputies stated in court, rather than rendering aid to any of the dying victims, the defendant decided to throw alcohol containers were all over his car and all over the freeway. San Diego Superior Court judge noted that 2 hours after the crash, Alvarez's blood alcohol level was 0.16, twice the legal level in the state, which is 0.8. She mentioned that Alvarez seemed to be genuinely remorseful, telling the court the shame that he feels is obvious. It radiates from him that he knows he made a bad decision and how much he hurt other people. He was sentenced to 12 years in state prison. I think that's a pretty light sentence for killing 4 people. What do you guys think? He killed 4 people. It's crazy. Outlawing patches on the 25th of August. I heard they already outlawed patches in Australia. Yeah, I heard they were doing that too. I'll be talking about it. I'll look into some, I'll check out some information. Aaron says, I appreciate the membership. Awesome. Yeah, go check out the videos I got. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx and all the dope-ass videos I got. Let me see. They have a patch ban in New Zealand. But I will definitely look into it. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day. Tomorrow's the start of the weekend. And have a great one. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Go check out Patreon. I'm dropping a new video right now. If you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch or a fed.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.